Francis Collins comes out now to the left half forward in the team, John Burke. In now to Tommy Graney, this great dual player. Tommy looks up, has the confidence. And it's first blood to end it down. It's the opening score of the match. Tommy Graney, delightful hurler, delightful footballer, getting it down in front, 1 point to no score. Referee then going over, Tommy Graney, and he's going over to take it. Tommy told me the other week that he takes all the frees. And it's great to see Tommy out there back in good health again as he takes this free. And a very good inch perfect over the bar. Tommy Graney the scorer. That was a nice point. And that puts it down back in front 2-1. Rice one in again. Snapshot. Tommy Graney has it in front of the goal. Great save, it's a goal. But the referee's going in and he tapped it in under the bar. Referee going in, consulting the ump. And down. And Tommy Graney coming out to take it. 45 metres out from goal. Dead straight in front of it. He bends, he lifts, he strikes. And over the bar, another point for Annadown. The score now, Annadown 1-4, Mellows 3 points. In a way, that's Martin Joe Graney's third point of this county junior final, the B final of the junior hurling here in the county. That hurling is the most. 65 then to Annadown. And Tommy Graney coming out to take it. He bends, he lifts, he strikes. Yes, that's great scoring from Tommy Graney. That's his 4th point in Annadown, stretching the lead. A goal and 6 for Annadown and 3 points for Mellows. Points in arrears. Martin Joe Graney up under the dropping ball. Puts up his hand, doesn't quite hold on to the ball. Stephen Collins, they're all in there. Johnny Burke going after it. John Larner in towards the goal. Martin Joe Graney has it, looks up, and he flashes it over the bar. That's a great score by Martin Joe Graney. That's Martin Joe's 6th point of the match. Then, my correction there, I said it was Martin Joe, they're both brothers. Ran it down and Martin Joe Graney to take it. Tommy Graney, the scorer then of 5 points out of 1-7 as Martin Joe cuts the ball in. Michael Graney, the goal scorer. Right across. Tommy Graney pulls in the goal! It's an Annadown goal, a great goal there. He absolutely bangs the ball into the net. No doubt this time that's a goal. Tommy Graney the scorer. And that brings Annadown 2 goals and 7 points. Lee Mellows 3 points. And that's a goal and 5 for Tom Graney. What a delightful player. As the ball comes out, John Burke goes for it. Johnny looking. The club that boasts players like Noel Lane and Joe McDonough. Martin Joe Graney, a great cut. Michael Gavin comes searching in out to Tommy Graney. For me, the man of the match so far. Tommy getting around his defender, looks up. That's the only bad ball he's sent all day. He sends it wide. Referee having a word with one of the Mellows players as he passes them by. The right half back then, number 5. Switching Annadown team. I see their right full back, Mickey Ford, the captain, has come out into centre field. And right now it's the corner forward, Michael Graney going through. Is the ball stuck on his stick? He takes a shot, he flashes it over the bar. That's a good score. Michael Graney the scorer. And that pushes Annadown 2 goals and 8 points to 4 points here at coming up to half time here in Ballinderrian. 2 goals and 8 points. Lee Mellows 4 points. We'll be back for the second half.
Leo, here. We've come a long way in front of them.
Long way though.
How's it going?
And good work by Lockton as he sends the men in the maroon away again. Looking for Tommy Greeny. Greeny's got it up into his hand. He's about 30 metres out. And passing it in now to Mike Gavin. Gavin looks up and that's a great score for Ennidown. He pops it over the bar. Sean O'Neill then with the puck out. Back to the action. A bit of a delay over there in front of the goal. Draw up in the air there by the midfielder from Mellows, but it comes to Martin Joe Grady, who's playing his heart out in now side to Tommy. Tommy's got it in his hand, he's going through. A shot, and just wide. A great effort there by Tommy Grady. Low and hard and just wide. Puck out then coming from number 15. But it's back to the action as Ennidown swing into the attack. Willie Joyce in down towards Michael Grady, puts up the hand. Centre forward, leaving it there for a centre forward. Grady again working very hard. Penetrating the Mellows defence as he goes on a solo run. Looks up. And yet again he's put it wide. And for Ennidown yet, Michael Gavin going out there, the centre half back. Stephen Collins for Mellows. But well grabbed there by Aidan Callan for Ennidown. Tommy Grady's been swung around. And a chance for him to push his team out of danger. He's over on the far side, about 25 metres out from goal. The referee says, get on with it, Tommy. Tommy in no hurry, who would blame him? Yes, it's over the bar. Another point for Ennidown. And that actually is the last score of the game, the last score. Ennidown are county junior hurling champions, the B junior. They go to A next year. They have beaten Lee Mellows of Galway on a final score, 2 goals and 13 points to Lee Mellows 9 points. And now we're, as I look out and see celebrations down in front of us here, the Ennidown football hurling team, I'm used to saying football, about to receive the cup in hurling. Junior hurling champions of County Galway, Junior B, and there's another cup. Now Phelan Murphy, the Secretary of the Hurling Board, about to present the cup to the Ennidown captain, Mickey Ford.
See him in there in the brown jacket, the brown sheepskin jacket, how small. For about 15 years.
As I look out, I see another former hurler, Tom Small, out there. He's the man who told me it's even better, he says, than winning an All-Ireland medal. He probably gave up all the medals he won in football to win this one in hurling. Tommy Graney, who scored a goal and 7 points in that game, a delightful hurler. How does he feel after the match?
I feel mighty, you know. And I said the simple reason I give up all the other medals is because I didn't think I'd be here. This time last year I didn't think I'd be here for this, and that makes it more valuable, I think, than anything else now, just to have this going all the way home again tonight.
Well said, Tommy, and it's great to see Tommy back in good health, and it's great to see him hurling so well. Tommy was actually hurling. What age do you remember starting hurling, Tommy?
I suppose with Brother Vincent when I was in 3rd class. I played with the national schools up with 6th class lads, and at that time, like, those lads, there we got, I suppose it was under 10, yeah, and the lads were with me with under 14, but 4 or 5 years older than me, but didn't worry me.
You played on that Phelan Gael team of 1980?
I did, yeah, I did. Played full forward that year. And as you can see from today, like, there's a lot of the lads, plus some of the older lads, there was the bicycle fellas there in some bicycle competition, 77 or 8, most 76, and they're in it now as well. So we're still the same group of lads all the way from 76, 75, 76 onwards. We're still together.
Yeah, I was actually looking at an old yearbook today before I came to get most of your names right, and I've seen a lot of you now. The names came up more in that 1980 team. Looking ahead now to the future, you go on to A 1988. Who knows, you'd probably be senior within 4 or 5 years.
Well, it's one thing I'm looking forward to anyway, and I say if the bunch of lads stay together, and I can't see any problem in us at least getting. We should get up to intermediate anyway. We'll go that fair first. We'll take junior A now as it comes, but I think we can do it, and with help of God, in about 3 or 4 years we should be there or thereabouts.
Good luck. Thank you very much, Tommy, and congratulations, Tommy. No man more I like to see winning a county medal and All-Ireland medal than Tommy Graney. And with me here I've got the captain of the team, Mickey Ford. He seems to have a cut over his eye, but that isn't bothering him at the moment because he has the county cup here with him. Mickey, what did you think of the game?
Well, I thought it was a great game. Probably one of the best games I've played in for the club. It was I knew if we started getting moving in the forward line that we would win it. And
with me here now I've got Martin Joe Graney, a brother of Tommy, the captain, or not correction, the man of the match in my book. Martin Joe, you played football last Sunday, hurling today. Is it hard to change over?
I suppose it is in a way, but I love hurling. I live and die for hurling. Out there today it was a tough game, but I was fit, and fair dues to Porrick and the lads for training us all year round, and with Tom Small, the junior football. You know, when you're fit, it's half the battle, football or hurling.
Yeah. I suppose fitness, as I said to the senior team, you have to start early. You have been hurling all year. You were beaten just in the sea last year. It's great now to be here today with the County Junior Cup going home, another cup going back down. There'll be celebrations, I'm sure, for another week.
Well, you can be sure of that. But this time last year we were in the B final, or the C final in Athenry against Tuam. I suppose that day we were too confident with how we take Tuam easy. But we knew today going out that there was no way were we going to lose today. Every man had a job to do and every man did his job. I don't think there was a man of the match. The team played as a team, as they should play. I must say, not just because he's my brother, but Tommy, if anyone, deserves man of the match. He played a fine game. He's one of the finest hurlers in the country, I believe. And there's a lot more on that team that I'd say deserve a place or deserve a run in the county.
Yeah, I said that afterwards, that maybe Cyril Farrell will be looking now at 1 or 2 of the down players in the future. Your selectors, trainer, everyone put in a lot of effort into